You might think that this is a fashion statement, but actually I'm hooked up to an EEG. EEG is an electroencephalograph, and what that does is monitors and corrects or collects the information from the activity of the neurons in the brain. These neurons are little electrical impulses, very small, tiny particles of electricity, you could say. And the EEG, it takes this information, amplifies it, and then boosts it, much like a home stereo system, where it takes the sound and boosts the sound from a device of some sort, and then amplifies it, and then we can take that information and use it in different ways. Now, the EEG is what we normally, the information from an EEG is what we call brain waves. Let me turn this camera here. I can show you. Right now I'm hooked up to the EEG, and this is the information that is coming out of the EEG. Different modalities here. This is a little bit hard to see, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this one up. This is a little bit easier to see on the film, on the video here, and what this is showing is the different brain waves. There's some numbers here. These are the faster brain waves and the slower brain waves. This is the thinking part of what's going on in my brain right now. These are the stories. This is the past and the future, and the what I'm creating right now as I explain this. And you can see that there's a lot of activity down here. This is the beta, and then we have the theta brain, or the alpha brain waves right here. Then we get into the theta, and then down here is the delta. The delta brain waves are much slower, but they're very important in that these are the brain waves that keep the heart beating, the subconscious. They keep us breathing at night when we're sleeping. They can basically keep us alive. The brain waves that we're interested in is decreasing these and then expanding the alpha brain waves, which are these right here. And this is where our practice of meditation comes in. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to sit back in my chair and just relax for a few moments and show you what happens to the brain waves when I stop communicating and stop thinking like we normally do, and just relax the body a little bit. And then we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to sit back right now and relax. So we can see that the beta brainwaves, the active mind brainwaves, had subsided quite a bit, and we got the two hemispheres going here, left and right, and there's lots of information we're looking at. Primarily what we're interested in here are the alpha brainwaves right in this area. So I'm going to relax, and I'm going to actually go into a little bit of a meditation. I'm going to visualize myself sitting in a meditation posture at a clear forest pond, and I'm going to visualize myself looking into the pond and seeing the reflection of the clear blue sky and the clouds and the trees above and that kind of thing. I've done this many times. I know that if I can visualize that and see these details of my world within this reflection, that I'm concentrated. And in this concentration, the alpha brain waves, again over here, these alpha brain waves should come out and show this. So I'm going to sit back again, relax. And now I'm going to close my eyes and meditate. Okay, I had just stopped. Very short practice here. What I'm going to do, my eyes are closed, That's one of the problems with biofeedback, is gathering the information for the user. So what I'm able to do is freeze this. I can click right here and then freeze this picture, and I'll activate it again. So when I feel like I'm concentrated, I'm going to freeze this picture and see if these see for myself whether I was concentrated or not by looking at these brain waves, the alpha brain waves. Okay, first of all, I'm going to relax as much as I can with my hand up here. And now meditate. Okay, so I was able to freeze it. Very, very short meditation. I close my eyes and I notice exactly what I see what I want to see in my visualization. It doesn't take long, because like I said, I've done it many, many times. It's nothing. It's not a great feat or anything like that. It's just something that I've done. And what happens is these brain waves come out, just like, and these thinking waves, just like a tube of toothpaste, they shrink, and then these waves come out. So what I'm going to do is close my eyes, and then when I think through sensation of the body that there's alpha brain waves coming up, just from doing this in the past, I'm going to freeze it, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. I'm going to relax. My eyes are still open. Okay, I'm going to close the eyes. My eyes are closed, so I have no idea what the graft is looking like exactly, but I can feel sensations in the body, kind of a dropping sensation. And so I'll freeze it. You might have saw where I actually tapped a button on the computer and froze it. So what happened is I closed my eyes and the alpha brain waves, boing, popped out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to close my eyes and the pitch should move up. Okay. Okay, I'll open my eyes now. The pitch will fall back. I'm not doing anything. You can't see my hands, but I'm not doing anything to change it. It's all mine. Again, I'm just going to close my eyes and listen to the pitch rise because of the alpha brain waves. Open my eyes, and then the brain waves come back because I'm opening up the senses, the eyes, and there's more delta or beta brain waves coming through.